Make it welcome. Clap it up for Erik Knowles, you guys. Clap it up for Erik. Keep it going for both of those guys, man. It's been a good show. Josh and Bijan. It's been good so far. Let's see if we can keep it going. I'm Erik. Happy to be here. Hello. I am happy to be here. I don't mean that in like a cliched way. I'm happy to be here. I am happy. I am. I have 4 kids at home. I'm fucking happy to be here. You know what I mean? I'm out of the house, got a babysitter. Good Lord. 4 kids. Who does that? I have 4 kids. 3 of my kids are stepkids. You know. Yeah. So that means, you know, I have 1 kid that I love for sure. 3 more kids. I love them too. I do. Also, as well. It's different though, but it's different in a more special way, I think. Everybody loves their own kids. That comes naturally. Like, something phenomenal is happening in my house. I didn't even make these kids. I let them live there. I don't hit them. That's noteworthy, at least. Being a stepdad is challenging, you know? It's not something I planned for. You know, nobody does. I was never a kid like, I hope I get to raise some kids someday that some other guy made. That'll be nice. Nobody does that. It's not an instinct. Nobody signs up for step parenthood. You know, it's a curveball life throws you. You gotta take a swing, you know, so I'm trying, man. I like being a stepdad. It's challenging, like, because me and my wife, we were together for 3 years before we had our kid together. So I was just thrown into this role, me and her and these 3 kids. And I'm a stepdad now. I'm like, what do I do? When can I yell? Can I yell sometimes? Like, that was my first question, you know. It's a tough one when you're a stepdad. You can yell sometimes, but you gotta do it just right. Like, the first time I tried it, she didn't like it. She didn't. I was just trying to help. Like, you guys listen to your mom. She was right there. Don't you yell at those kids. I'm like, okay, sorry. You know, I've seen you do it for sure. I was just trying. I don't know, what's the big deal? You gotta do it just right. Like, for me, I equate it to, like, I grew up with Cypress Hill, like, so I call it the Cypress Hill rule. Yeah, like being a stepdad's like being the backup singer for Cypress Hill. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a hype man, you know? I gotta wait for her to yell, then I can yell behind her. That's how it works. Yeah. No solo projects. It doesn't work by yourself. You gotta wait for her. You gotta wait for her, you know, take your food to the table. You know? Then I jump in, take her to the table, yeah! That's me. Stepdad, sitting dog in my house. Do what she said! I like it, it feels good now. You know, I know my role, I can do that. Being a step-parent is challenging, especially when they're old enough to know, like my 2 boys, 12 and 13, they're old enough to know I can't hit them without going to jail or anything. Like, I don't have any leverage. I don't want to hit them, you know, but I want them to think that I would. You know what I mean? They're not scared of me at all. I hate it. They just call me Erik with a hard K. Like, I hate that one. You know? You're not my dad, Erik. I'm like, oh. He's right. I can't even do nothing about it. I gotta find stepdad loopholes, you know? Yeah, you gotta find a loophole. Here's a good one. This is what I do. Now I pay a kid at his school to hit him. Genius, right? Yeah. Hands off, you know? I don't even have to be there, you know? I just play dumb when he gets home. Like, I don't know why you're getting bullied at school. Like, maybe clean your room like I said. Maybe try that. Maybe it'll stop. Just try it. Try it. Who knows? Indirect parenting. That's what I call it. It's fun being a stepdad, you know? It's kind of like not that much pressure. For me, anyways, because they have a stepdad, lives in San Diego, 50-50 custody. He's a good guy. There's not really a void for me to fill in these kids' lives. You know, I'm like an extra dad-like character to them. Yeah, so I feel like I can be a little high for some of it. You know? Just a little bit, you know? I have a prescription. I'm responsible. I don't do it in front of them, you know? I do it separate. You know, they never smell it or see it. They don't know what it is that they love about me so much. They have no idea. That's their favorite characteristic about me. It is. They just can't put their finger on it. You know? They try a lot. They're always trying to narrow it down. You know, corner me up like, Erik, why are you different? How am I different? You know, you're always smiling, you're in a good mood, you play our games and laugh at our jokes. Why is that? I'm like, I don't know, you guys are just cool, man. I just like you, I don't know, man. I'm hungry, let's go have snacks. Yay, we love Erik! Woo! It's true, man. I know it's controversial talking about that, but I stand by it, man. It really does. It helps. Yeah. I got a beautiful little girl, 8-year-old stepdaughter, Riley. Just my little buddy, man. She just loves me. It's crazy. For Christmas, she got me a bracelet, a BFF bracelet. Has hearts on it. Yes! I know. That's what I said. Oh, right there, man. I was like, why is this happening, man? You know, I put it together. It's because I put in a lot of time with that little girl. A whole lot of time playing Tea Party and dress up, Barbie and pretend of all kinds. Makeup and nail polish. None of that would have been possible without medicinal marijuana. That's the point I'm trying to make. None of it. Marijuana's bringing families together in 2015. It's happening. Remember that next time we're voting about it. It's happening for real. And it is, man. In moderation, of course. Yeah. Kids are high all the time anyway. You know what I mean? They seem high. I don't think they're smoking weed, but they're high off of weed, man. You know what I mean? They're tired when they're, you know, but they're kind of motivated. They're always hungry. They always ask questions out of context. You know what I mean? I pat my boys down all the time, you know? I'm like, you guys got some better shit than I do. Like, what do you do? Just insisting, Erik, hold on, Erik, wait a second, Erik, I'm talking, Erik, what? I saw a dog today. All right, and what about the dog? That's it. You see your pockets, you see. I like being a dad, it's a lot of fun. I'm 37, I'm becoming like this angry old man. I am. It feels good, though. I don't know. It's crazy. You know? Like, I just want to grow some grass just to keep kids off of it. You know? I do. Get the hell off that grass. I find myself saying these dad things, you know? Just dad phrases fly out of my mouth. You know? Yeah, you don't expect it, but I mean it when it happens. I'm like, damn, that's what Dad used to say. My favorite one is this, Jim. That's not music, this is crap. Back in our day, we had music that meant something to us. This is just garbage. Yeah, each generation says it is my turn now. Feels great. I think we're right this time, too, this generation. You know what I mean? Music's horrible right now. I don't even understand music. I'm out. I don't care. I'm not hip anymore. I don't care. I stopped asking what rap lyrics meant after Skeet Skeet. Like, I'm done. I was like, really? That's what I mean? Oh, okay. Music's dead. I just take it personally, you know? I don't know. I just hate that Nicki Minaj is still alive. I don't, you know, like, kind of. Like, I don't wish death upon her directly. I'm just bummed out that she's still breathing. You know, like, I take it personally. I'm a live entertainer. You know, this is my life. This craft right here, I'm 10 years in at the top of my game. One of the most well-respected comics in San Diego. I make tens of dollars every night. Just living my dream, man. I'm happy. I'm not complaining, you know, but I really am happy. But it sucks when I go home and turn on TV and there's Nicki Minaj just twerking millions of dollars at a time. Like, I hate twerking. I'm not a fan of twerking. It's not sexy. It's just pantomiming taking a shit in the woods. You know what I mean? It is. Here's what I'd do if I didn't have facilities. Ooh, sexy. Yeah, boner time. I don't know what I'm bitching about. I'm just bitching. Mad at everything. I think music sucks because of technology. Technology's made all the wrong things too easy. We got all these music stars. People are lip syncing. Nobody even sings. They got auto-tune for people that can't even sing, as long as they look right, you know? Drum machines. Nobody has to have talent anymore. And it's so accessible. All this garbage music just flooding the market. invisible airwaves, Wi-Fi. Kids can just drag and drop garbage all day long. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Kids can just get music. I don't like it. Drag and drop into a playlist. It used to take me all summer to make a mixtape. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. We enjoyed our music because we went on an adventure to capture that music. We waited for hours with our finger on record, right? Wait. Couldn't download it. We just had to wait for it to randomly play on the radio. Maybe today. Hopefully. I hope. Right? And when you caught one, it was electric. Like, oh shit, here it comes. Here, click. We built this city. Ah, or whatever it was for you. Like. Then I had that song. That was my song forever. You know. Kids don't have that connection. They can just drive. Let's make listen. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's okay. It's not that good. It's pretty good. Bunch of little judges judging everything. I don't like it. Thumbs down. Epic fail. Swipe left. Get the fuck out of here. Go outside. Go play outside. And leave me your earbuds. You don't need a soundtrack for outside. Crazy how times have changed, man. I'm not that old, but times have changed really quickly, man. Like, kids have gotten weak, or we believe that kids are weak, like they can die so easily now. People want to steal them. Nobody wants your fucking ugly kids. It's not happening. I have a swimming pool at my house. A swimming pool, and part of my rental agreement is I told the landlord, like, just throw it, I'll take care of the pool. You know, don't charge, I'll take care, I'll figure it out. You know. I figure I'll YouTube it, you know, something. And so I have a green pool at home. Completely green. It's been that way all summer and winter. And it's been hot this summer, you know, so my wife's like, let the kids want to swim, we gotta fix the pool. I'm like, let them get in. It's green, so it's wet, let them get in there. Who cares? I grew up in Southeast Texas, swimming in creeks and rivers. Yeah. You know, I swam in a sewage runoff ditch for half a summer with my cousin Andy, like every day. We called it the stinky swimming hole. We didn't care. Finally, some old man found us that one day and kicked us out. You know, you can't be here. Like, my grandma said I could. You're swimming in pee and poop. So, can we stay? Like, look, cannonball, gloosh. We didn't care. I grew up fine. Look at me. Saturday night doing comedy. I'm alive. It's fine. My kids can't swim unless the pH balance is perfect. What happens to kids? It's tough raising kids, man. I don't even like to let them watch TV anymore, you know? When I want a break, I don't want to listen to their shit all day, you know? Sometimes I just want to park them in front of the TV, but they're worse when I pick them back up. You know what I mean? Can anyone recommend like a child's television program that's on cable that won't make my kids act retarded? Anybody? Nothing. There's nothing good out there. Even the stuff that we think is for kids, the things we're supposed to trust, are the worst ones. Like Nickelodeon and Disney has these little like child sitcoms where they just some snarky, smart-mouthed little girl is like the star of the show, you know? Making little punchlines, and all the adults are just doofuses, you know? Well, Dad, maybe I'm not, you know? The dad is always like, oh, I didn't know, okay, I guess we all learned a valuable lesson today. Right? Sometimes we just have to listen to our children. Like, when? When did that start? Listen to our children? I grew up in Texas, man. If I had a Disney attitude, it lasted like 4 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dad, maybe Ow, okay, I'll be in my room, okay. Yes, sir. Right? That's it. And this concludes this week's episode of Little Erik. What did we learn today, Erik? We learned that you shouldn't talk smart to adults because it makes your mouth bleed. The end. All right. Corps from 1998 to 2003. All right. All right. I like you guys. I like that you just assumed that I did a good job. I like that. The Marine Corps is no place for a stand-up comedian, it turns out. I got in trouble the whole time. I did. I got busted down. I lost rank. I was in for 5 years. I lost rank 3 times. I made it out honorably, barely, somehow. Because they liked me. They did. They just had to do their job. They were like, that was hilarious, Knowles, but we got to write you up on that shit, for sure. Like, ha ha ha, but frown upon that. It was tough. I just couldn't fit in. The Marines are so serious all the time. I tried. We're so serious. I was like, me too. All the time. Come on, man. I liked it. I did. I got really motivated. I got into it. I love the formation runs, like the exercise, just singing cadence. It's crazy. Just a bunch of dudes in the wilderness singing. It's not as gay as it sounds. It's good. I liked it, It's just like you get into it. It's camaraderie, It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'd all yell, Marine Corps, 1, 2, give me some more, Marine Corps. Good stuff. Only I'd be saying cream corn. Nobody knew. It's my way of rebelling a little bit. Cream corn! I used to just scream about corn for miles through Camp Pendleton. Hallucinating on a runner's high, like, cream corn! Maybe that's why they call him the Colonel. Stupid. That was corny. There it is again. Can't get away. I tried my best, Try to fake it till you make it, man. That was my motto. They made me a helicopter mechanic at Miramar for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Like, seriously, I never passed a test that said I was mechanically inclined or anything. That's just where they shuffled me to. Like, get in that line, you're a helicopter mechanic. I'm like, really? Like, I don't even change my own oil. Are you sure? Like, I'll try. Okay, let's try. I'm a mechanic. It was tough. Just tried to fake it, like, yeah, I can do this, like reminding myself, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Okay. I got it. It works, fuck it, all right. I wasn't the best mechanic. I made it through, barely. Made it all the way to the end of my enlistment, April 2003, short timer, getting ready to get out, strutting around, talking shit to my buddies. I'm getting out of here. You guys can't boss me around after a week from now or whatever. You're like, we're going to war in Iraq. That's happening right now. I'm like, I know. Have fun with that shit. Hope you find those weapons of mass whatever. And they're like, well, they just issued stop loss. I'm like, I don't care. I'm getting out. Why? What does stop loss mean? And some of you know that. They're like, that means you're not getting out. That's what that means. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, what am I doing? I'm just going to stay here for like 6 more months at Miramar, sweeping the floor? They're like, no, actually, you volunteered to go to Iraq. I'm like, I did. How patriotic of me. All right. They talked me into it, I wasn't a great mechanic. They're like, maybe you can go over here and make a difference. Find your niche, man. You don't fit in here. They sent me over as a whole platoon of volunteers, like 50 of us from Miramar. They talked it up like, you're going to make a difference. You're going to go out there. Maybe the infantry will take you on a convoy. You'll go on a patrol. You get to do something, do some G.I. Joe shit. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. All right. If I got to stay, let's do it. So I went over there. As soon as I got off the helicopter, they're like, mess hall duty, right this way. You're working in the chow hall, yeah. The old bait and switch, yeah. I'm not above working in the chow hall, but I had this expectation, like, I came here to serve my country, like, not pudding, like, bullshit. They marked it, put us right in there, form up. We got in this formation. They started, assigning everybody their new duties for the next 6 weeks. It all sounded horrible. It was like 120 degrees out there. They're like, okay, you're going to be in the hot house. You're going to be in the steam shack. You're going to be in the sweaty balls facility. I'm at the end of the line like, fuck this, man. So I just waited till nobody was looking and I just walked out. I'm like, I went UA. I went AWOL for like an hour. I did. You're not supposed to do that, but I did. It was surprisingly easy to do. We were all dressed the same, you know what I mean? Just blend in with another group. Me too, cream corn! No, the cream corn! I love the cream corn. I just marched around with some guys for like an hour. I came back to the chow hall to check it out. Everybody had dispersed and started doing their new jobs. I'm like, man, I better show back up. Maybe I can blend back in or something. So I walked up. There was like a big tent with an opening right there. So I was at the front of the opening, watching people go in to eat, just trying to get my story straight. Like, what am I going to say? And that's when the guy found me, and the guy in charge, the gunny. He's like, hey, Knowles, what are you doing? I was like, hey, gunny, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm standing right here in front of the chow hall. Why are you doing that? This is what they got me doing. He's like, oh, all right. What do you mean? What do they got you doing? I'm like, I guess I'm like a door greeter. You know, like, hey, welcome to the chow hall, Marines. Come on in here and eat some food. He's just looking at me. I'm greeting people. Welcome to the chow hall. Come on in. He's like, what else are you doing? I'm like, well, there's more duties also. You know, I'm reminding the Marines as they come in to eat to take off their hat, point their weapon down. You know, hey, welcome to chow hall. Cover off now. Muzzle down. All right, enjoy your food. Cover off. Muzzle down. Enjoy your food. He's like, are you counting everybody too? Hell yeah, Gunny, I'm counting people. 123 right here. Got it all up here. 124. Cover off. Muzzle down. He's like, all right, good shit. He just marches away. I was like, cover off. Muzzle down. I'm like, I did that for the rest of the day. I woke up the next morning like, is that my job? I showed back up. He was waiting for me. He had a clicker like the bouncers use. He's like, take this, Knowles. That was my job. I was a door greeter in Iraq. You're welcome. Yeah. It's true. It's true. It is true. After 6 weeks, they brought a new guy to me. Like, hey, Knowles, train this guy on everything you've been doing. Make sure he's up to speed. I trained him. Taught him everything I knew. He probably trained a guy, passed it down. He trained a guy. I hope there's still a guy out there. You know, door greeter out there serving our country. One click at a time. Cover off. You know what I mean? I try to make the best of it. I was in Iraq for 7 months. I was bummed at the time. I feel lucky now. I was out there for 7 months. I didn't see one Iraqi person the whole time. I was in Iraq, didn't see nobody. Just us. I was in the rear with the gear. That's what they called it, you know. It was like MASH, kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, we were at war. We lived in tents. We could hear the war. There's a war over there. We're just hitting each other in the balls for fun. Hey, the war is going. That was like an ongoing game in the Marines. Like, there were like unspoken rules too, you know, like you got to use this side of your hand because that's gay, obviously. Somebody hits you like that, that's not ball tap, that's third base, fucker. Sit out. It's a foul. You can't get mad either, that's a rule. You can't get mad. You can't fight about it. You should have been standing like this, like the rest of us. Rule number 3, you learn this one the hard way. Black dudes, they don't play ball tap. They don't play. They don't want to play. Just a weird factoid. They don't. Found that out the hard way. I did. I was on base at Miramar. We're just doing our thing, slapping balls everywhere. A friend of mine, black dude, I hear him overhear him tell a friend, I wish that motherfucker would try that shit on me. You know? I'm like, oh, he feels left out. All right, I'll get him. All right. Okay. It was still tough in Iraq, though, you know. It was 43 days before we had showers built. Yeah, no showers for 43 days. We were nasty, stinky, you know. Opening day of showers, everybody was there. I was in line for like an hour. The thing was barely moving. People were cutting. Then he finally made an announcement. This guy came out. He's like, all right, this is taking too much time. We're going to have to save time, conserve water. It's going to be 2 Marines per shower head, 5 minutes each. Get in, get out, make it happen. Good to go. He just walked away. Yeah, we're all just standing there like, Did he say what I think he said? 2 Marines per shower head. All right, yeah, that's gay right there. It's too much. It's too much. You know, like we all knew when we were joining that there would be a certain amount of accidental dick-seeing that was going to happen, you know? But now they put us in a weird position where we got to choose a buddy. I don't like that. Pick your dick, you know what I mean? I'm competitive, you know, and I don't want to be the little guy in the shot. That means I gotta be a wiener screener, you know? I gotta sneakily look at dicks. I don't like to do that. I try to limit my dick intake. So I try to be sneaky, you know? Messing with my boots. There we go, all right. Let me find somebody to shower with. Maybe this guy right here. Nope, not that son of a bitch. Damn! Wow. White boy, too. Good for you. All right. Yeah. Fixing the curve for us. All right, maybe this guy. Nope, 2 in a row. All right, that's starting to hurt my feelings, man. I thought that was average. You see black feet walk by, I'm like, oh, fuck me, man. I'm not even gonna look. It took forever. It worked out. I took a nice long shower with my buddy Chang. It was good shit. Yeah. I wish these were just jokes, you know? You know, the recruiters don't tell you that the Marines, you know, they do have this game a lot like ball tap, you know, it's very homoerotic in the Marines, some of it, you know. Like, seriously, there's this ongoing game to try to get you to accidentally see the other guy's dick and or balls. And then, like, they'll do, all the time. Like, I was a hydraulics mechanic, and we had a clean room environment in the back, you know, clean room, no particles and all that. We'd have a clean white suit, and we go in there and mess with these hydraulic components, you know. And so I went in there one day, and there's across the, you know, around the corner, and there's my sergeant, just dick and balls out. Ah! Hey, you know? Ha ha, you looked. I'm like, okay, I guess. One time we were in Iraq, right? Lights out, pitch black in the tent. The day's over. We're all just laying there, giggling, telling stories. You know. This one guy had a chem light, you know, those glow sticks. Bend them, yeah. So he cut the top off of one, and he was just slinging that glowy juice everywhere. That was fun. We're like, I got a bright idea, right? I'm like, I'm gonna make everybody see my shit, you know. So I went outside. I stripped down butt naked. And I got the glowy juice, put it all down there. Right? It's pitch black in the tent, right? So I just came running in. It looked like a glowing bat had gotten in the tent. That's the way they reacted too, big tough Marines. Dude, I don't give a fuck, man. I wish Al Qaeda would. Ah! It was awesome. And I laughed. I laughed for like 45 seconds. Yeah, and then it started burning. You know? You're not supposed to do that. It says it on the package. I looked afterwards. It's sensitive skin. That's what that means. Yeah. Well worth the joke, though. You guys have been fun. I'm Erik Knowles, everybody. Thank you very much.